726, Bill and Laura here with you, 6 to 9 every weekday morning. On the line with us is attorney with Texas Law Shield and gun law expert representing defendants in Second Amendment cases, Edwin Walker. Edwin, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
All right, sir. Your friends call you Ed or Edwin?
Either one is fine.
All right. Edwin, so the story leads into there's a big gun dealership in Virginia that employs 10 people, does training classes, all sorts of things. The gun industry here adds something almost $32 billion to the U.S. economy. And now all of a sudden the folks from ATF, another one of those wonderful government agencies, comes in and they're trying to shut this guy down because people didn't fill out the 4473 form, that document that you have to fill out when you purchase a gun now, because maybe they didn't put the county in because the county and the city were the same name or some such nonsense.
Yeah, and there's over 130 different pieces of information that go on the 4473.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can look at some pieces of information are more important than others. But each time that's filled out, the ATF agent who's conducting the particular investigation has the ability to determine whether it's filled out right or wrongly, and they have to keep a copy of the ID. So one error that happens is if somebody lives on a street, the ID abbreviates it to ST, then it has to be written as ST on the form. If it's written on the street, then that's a violation.
Oh, please. You've got to be joking. All right.
They're government bureaucrats. Imagine It's like the IRS agent, and the thing is, the inspections are completely unannounced.
Mm-hmm.
So an ATF agent will come and park itself at a gun dealer for weeks at a time, and go through every 4473 that was done. And, and there are certain things, obviously we don't want dealers selling guns to people who are not lawful to purchase them.
Of course.
But that's not what this is about. This is about these more hyper-technical violations, but still even these technical violations are sufficient to get somebody's license pulled.
We're talking with Edwin Walker, who is an attorney with Texas Law Shield, also defends folks in these Second Amendment cases. We have a gun dealership here that advertises with us on a regular basis, Edwin, and he was telling us the horrors that they have, that now it's harder and harder for gun dealers to get loans from banks. As soon as they find out they're a gun dealership, they can't get loans for purchasing equipment and inventory. Now it's getting more difficult. They say, well, we didn't know you were a gun dealership. You say, well, what is it about Thunderbolt guns you didn't understand?
Yeah, that's the thing about it is that there's been a concerted effort coming from the top to try to, since obviously you can't, the administration has been unable to get a lot of their more onerous gun laws passed through Congress. They have sought to, handicap the gun industry in other means by, forcing banks and advertisers, social media.
Mm-hmm.
They just have these blanket no gun policies, which, is basically damaging to the economy. Guns are a lawful commodity. Gun stores employ people. Gun manufacturers obviously employ people. They pay a lot of state, local, and federal taxes. But yet, there has been a not only a move politically, but culturally to try to basically run gun dealers out of business.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll do it by attacking all these different methods that don't have anything to do with the actual firearm itself.
Yeah. Edwin Walker, thank you. Where can we find out more information and continue to fight back against these people? Because ATF is, to me, is one of those organizations, like the late Milton Friedman once said, you can take any 3 letters out of the alphabet and it's probably a government agency that ought to be eliminated.
Probably, yes, you're right. Well, a lot of people think that alcohol, tobacco, and firearms should be the name of the store, not a government agency.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can find out more about our company, our program at uslawshield.com or texaslawshield.com.
uslawshield.com or texaslawshield.com. We'll link that to our website as well. Thank you very much, Edwin. Pleasure talking with you. All right.
It's been a pleasure.
All right, sir. Attorney with Texas Law Shield and gun law expert Edwin Walker. Coming up, as you heard